Okay, we are speaking with Heston Charles of Kyrie FM, Sales and Marketing Manager, and he's also very much involved in sports in Dominica. Charles has also received training outside of Dominica, and we want to commend him as a member of staff. Charles, good to have you join us today on Kyrie FM on YouTube. Tell us about your achievements and how did you arrive at that level?
Well, in respect to my achievement, I must say all credit must be given to God. The Most High, I want to give all praises and thanks to Him for the role that God has played in my life. Everything I have achieved, every knowledge I have acquired is as a result of God moving in my life in a tremendous way. And this is why I can be a fully qualified umpire today, because God has been very instrumental in everything that I do. So I want to thank him in a special way. In respect to my achievement as a qualified umpire, at this point in my umpiring career, I am now fully qualified as a result of completing my oral and practical exams sometime late last year in the month of December 2009.
Do you have sportsmen and women in your family? How did you get involved in sports?
Well, sports has been my love. I have always had a special love for sports. My father is a cricketer. Actually, I have two uncles that played for Dominica. Actually, three uncles. Two uncles. My father, who played for the national team, and plus my uncle, my mother, Arthur William, who also played for Dominica. So in my family there are lots of sportsmen.
You have received training outside of Dominica too. Tell us about it.
Yes, I've been to various umpires convention where I have received lectures from the great, illustrious Steve Buckner. I sat at his feet, learning from him in respect to what is expected of young men aspiring to be umpires. He taught us as to what is expected of us, and I think that is one of the exposure that I received that helped me along the way in becoming, a fully qualified umpire.
And what do you anticipate as Dominica prepares for these two one-day internationals, which is the talk of the day?
Well, I anticipate a level of enthusiasm among local cricket fans. I also anticipate that persons who didn't know about cricket will probably get to know about cricket, and persons who never even played the game before probably would now be interested in playing the game as a result of West Indies and South Africa having this encounter here on the island of Dominica. So that, I believe, will bring a high level of interest because cricket is a tourism product, and Dominica being a lovely country with wonderful climate in respect to bright sunshine, I believe definitely will attract a crowd here in Dominica.
You are closely aligned, you have a strong affiliation with the Dominica Cricket Association, but we're hearing a call from a member of the Dominica Cricket Association, moreover an executive member, and for the stands at the stadium to be renamed after some prominent cricketers in Dominica or even outside of Dominica. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, even before I answer in respect to that call by a prominent executive member of the Dominica Cricket Association, I personally want to make a call to young men out there in respect to joining the umpiring fraternity. I believe we lack energy, we lack young men out there, and we need young men in the umpiring fraternity, and we're looking for a few good men. So I want to make a call in the wake of my achievement. I believe, I am hoping that it will intrigue and interest other men out there, recognizing that if I can make it, they too can make it at the top of umpiring. In respect to your question, we have a lot of sportsmen, cricketers who have done well, who have contributed a lot to the sport, and if that's the way we can say thank you to them by showing how much we appreciate their effort in the field of cricket, I believe it will be quite fitting to name some aspect, whether it be the stands aspect of the stadium after them. I think that will help show them that we appreciate the effort they have made in the field of cricket here in Dominica.
Finally, Mr. Charles, where do you see cricket going in Dominica? Look, recently we've heard a call from Mr. Joseph Thomas. He's not too happy with the way registration is going for the teams, and he's been calling for the teams to register for the past several days, and even today he was he had a mouthful to say about the players, the teams, calling for them to register. Do you see cricket really going anywhere in Dominica, or is there a call for persons to show more interest in cricket as opposed to football?
Well, again, I believe those of us who are responsible for selling the sport should be a little bit more vigilant in our efforts to sell the sport. And I have this philosophy: you cannot sell what you yourself is not sold to. And the people who are responsible for selling the sport of cricket, I believe they need to be a little bit more aggressive. They need to be a little bit more enthusiastic about it, in respect to the whole attitude of cricketers and our young cricketers coming up. That, I believe, has been affected by the advent of television and Game Boy. You would know young boys would gravitate to the playing field to play cricket, play football, but these days all games are being played with the fingers. And that, I think, that has put a dent on the whole enthusiasm of going out there on a playing field, getting a bat, getting a ball, get somebody to bowl for you, putting up some stumps. That, I believe, has affected the level of enthusiasm to cricket. But cricket in itself has a lot to offer in this era, in respect to all the money these guys are making. If you look at the IPL now, big money thing, 2020, big money cricket. And even the guys who play for Winwood are making a lot of money. So my invitation or my counsel in that regard would be to get the young men to understand that there's a lot to offer. You may not be encouraged by what you see happening around you locally, but on the regional scene and on the international scene, there is a lot to offer. You can receive a private contract if you determine and within yourself that whatever you condition yourself to be at the top, whether you're a batsman or a bowler, you can get a private contract. So I believe there's a lot to offer in the field of cricket in Dominica.
Thank you and congratulations on your achievement.